I want to bring in Peebles Corporation founder Don Peebles. Don, first of all, Happy New Year, my man. I haven't seen you in a long time. Let's start with the Federal Reserve and interest rates. Where do you see all of this going?
Well, look, inflation is going to push interest rates up. So I believe the Fed will at least raise interest rates twice. 25 basis points each time, I believe, is what it will be. So we'll see a half-point increase by the end of the year. I do not think that the other economic fundamentals out there would warrant a further increase, but I do think we'll see that.
That should, I mean, that doesn't sound like a lot. Does that impact your industry much? No,
not much at all. And I think it doesn't even impact the average home buyer. It's a moderate, measured increase, and that's what's warranted right now because inflation is being driven by supply chain disruption more than anything else. And so we need to solve these supply chain issues, and in the meantime, begin to try to have some control on inflation.
So I'm looking at this, some of this high frequency data in New York City, subway ridership. It was coming back, now it's plunging again because of Omicron. But I'm also, sort of getting this sense, though, these grand old cities, New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, for a lot of reasons, feel like they're on an irreversible decline. Do you think, am I overthinking this?
Well, no, I think, look, there's some fundamental issues. I mean, this liberal approach to governing, a lax approach to public safety, the cities not being well maintained in terms of infrastructure, cleanliness, failing public school systems are making it very difficult for people to live. And then, of course, you have this major wealth disparity. And so you have the wealth disparity perpetuating in those cities because the policies are not about how do we expand economic opportunities. Say, for example, with African Americans. We need more economic opportunity, not more social services, not more Band-Aid approaches, not more of a paternalistic view of how to help us, but to allow us to compete with everyone else. And the liberals seem to, with this anti-capitalism approach, are not providing opportunities. And so people are leaving to go elsewhere because the cities are unsafe and the opportunity is no longer there. I believe cities like New York will bounce back, but it's going to require systemic structural change and something that will be lasting. And I don't know if the current politics will allow it. I'm optimistic about Eric Adams because I think he is a moderate Democrat, used to be a Republican. So I think he's going to get a control on crime, but I think his challenge will be dealing with the liberal city council. But some of these other cities are in big trouble, and they are going to be in a hole that's going to take a decade or so to get out of.
Don, I got less than a minute, but let me squeeze this in because I agree with everything you said 1,000%. Is the messaging, though? I mean, do you wait for the liberals to have an epiphany? I mean, the progressives have been, bought into this over 100 years ago. Or do you sell the message to certain communities like the black community? Almost all of my friends who have left the tri-state area, they've gone to places because there's greater job creation. In some places they thought crime was less. In Atlanta, not so much. I got a buddy who almost came back. But they're leaving for economic prosperity. They're not staying in New York City for a few more crumbs. Why can't the messaging be directed at that voting bloc to say, hey, switch up?
Yeah, well, look, I think that Eric Adams, the reason he won is because he articulated this message of public safety, making a city livable, but fair economic opportunities. I mean, we're working on a project now in New York that we think would be transformative called Affirmation Tower. It would be the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere, 80% black owned, and a commitment to at least 35% of all of our contracts going to minority and women-owned firms. That's the kind of economic opportunity that we should see. But what are we getting pushed back from some of the liberals in the community is they want more affordable housing. My view is that we cannot build enough affordable housing. We've got to expand economic opportunities so the demand for affordable housing is lessened. But I don't think they get it. And I think African Americans especially ought to look at other parties. We have been so focused on the Democratic Party, and they think they have a lock on our vote, and they do not believe that they have to earn it.
Well, they don't.
Policy.
They don't have to earn it, Don.
They need to, and we need to start looking elsewhere.
I agree 1,000,000%. I'm not saying vote Republican. I'm saying stop giving your vote away. By the way, send me a prospectus. That building sounds phenomenal. I wish you luck on it and hope to talk to you again before it's all done.